Patriots continue to prepare for their clash, but a lot of people are favoring Seattle in this one, as they had to get through that NFC gauntlet to make it here. While some say New England is untested, they beat a battered Chargers team, C.J. Stroud without his top weapons, and then the Broncos without their starting quarterback. Vegas currently favoring that thought process. The Patriots are currently a 4.5-point underdog. Let's not be too down on the Pats, though. Since 2010, there have been 5 teams to be 4-point underdogs in the Super Bowl. 3 of the 4 teams outright won, and all 4 teams have covered the spread. Our NFL crew is back with us now. And what is more likely here, guys, that the Patriots get the win or the Seahawks get the rout? Ryan, why don't you go first? We'll let these two calm down.
Well, for me, I think we got to stop talking about the New England Patriots like they're Rocky Balboa and the Seattle Seahawks are Ivan Drago. Like, this is the Super Bowl. The New England Patriots are an extremely productive and good football team. And I know what it's looked like the last 3 weeks, but there are matchups in this game and ways that can play out whether Milton Williams or Christian Barmore can create pressure in the middle of the pocket, whether some of these disguises that we see from Zach Kerr and this defense can confuse Sam Darnold. We've watched Marcus Jones. We've seen Carlton Davis, Christian Gonzalez, Woodson Hawkins all make plays in this playoffs. And the way that this defense has stood up in the red zone, which is huge when you're playing a team like Seattle that has so many options to move the football 20-20. This game is going to come down to, can the New England Patriots create turnovers defensively, and can Drake May make a few wild plays to get this team chunks? And so to look at this game and say that the New England Patriots don't stand a chance, or you expect them to get blown out before that they can win, is disrespect not only to the New England Patriots, but to Mike Vrabel, Drake May, and especially this Zach Kerr-led defense.
I have changed my thinking on this. Initially, I thought Seattle, the Nick Emanwari injury does, and I think they can win without him. I want to be clear. I'm still going to, even if he doesn't play, I will still pick the Seattle Seahawks to win this game. But he's so fundamental to their ability to defend the run out of those 2 high structures with light bodies on the field. And again, the rest of the DBs are outstanding tacklers as well. But if he's not there, everything does get a bit easier for New England. And I also think if New England can turn over Sam Darnold, and we should remember throughout much of the season he was quite turnover prone, obviously coming off of his best game, they got a good chance of winning this. So for me, the gap has narrowed, even if I do still favor Seattle.
And schematically, before Dan goes, schematically, I think part of what changes with Nick Emanwari is they probably play more man, because now you're moving Devin Witherspoon into the slot, and that allows more running opportunities for Drake May on scrambles, on passes, because their backs are turned in man-to-man coverage.
Yeah, the Emanwari injury and what it is going to be is a little bit of an unknown right now. Ankle injury after practice yesterday. We don't know how severe it is. So I agree with that point. If both teams are healthy and play their A games, I think Seattle wins by 10. You talk about...
Consider that a route? Yes.
Yeah,
it's a route.
Yes, I guess so. I still think it's a good competitive game, but a couple things. One, Seattle's quarterback, Sam Darnold, led the NFL in turnovers, yet the defense was the best defense in football this year. Certainly one of them, okay? So that tells you how good the defense is. This team in Seattle has trailed for 95 seconds in their last 4 games. That's how dominant a football team is. 2 of them against the Los Angeles Rams, who are one of the best teams in football this year. They never lost a game by more than 4 points this year. Their 3 losses are by a total of 9 points. That's how good of a football team this is. They have spent less time trailing for a team that has made the Super Bowl since the 2016 New England Patriots. That's how dominant of a football team they were this year. Their scoring margin is plus 230. Plus 230, that's the most a team has had in a decade. So if Seattle plays their A game, they are clearly the better football team. New England to win, I think, has to play one of their best games and most complete games, and hopefully that Seattle plays a subpar B-level game to win the football game.
I agree with Dan. Here's the thing that I want to say. You know, when you're on the set with brilliant football minds, and you listen to somebody like RC. See, here's the problem, America, with somebody like RC. RC knows this stuff backwards and forwards, so he'll actually make you feel guilty about what you feel. You'll be like if I said that, I'm looking like the bad guy. The question is, More likely, Seahawks blowout or Pats win? I appreciate the fact that you said that you have the Seahawks winning this by 10 points. That ain't the damn question. The damn question is, Seahawks blowout or Pats win? What is more likely? Now, I think RC, because of his brilliance, even had Dan scared to answer the question the way it was asked.
If anyone answers the question,
more likely, blowout or Pats win. Damn it, it's more likely it's a blowout.
Because we're not trying to be disrespectful.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, then why ask the question?
Because we don't make that question.
How big is it? Wait. Stephen A, how big is a blowout in your mind? How big is a blowout? Yeah.
Double-digit win. A double-digit point win. So Dan did say it.
I don't think a 10-point loss is a blowout.
Okay.
In the Super Bowl?
No, I don't think it's a blowout. I mean, if you lose 24-14, I don't think that's a blowout. If you lose 30-20, I mean, if you down 30 to nothing or 30-3, and then it ends up being 30.
Yeah.
But if it's nip and tuck, but you up 3 and then all of a sudden,
what's a blowout to you?
To me personally, I got Seattle winning 31-20. But let me say this:
11 instead of 10.
No.
You're the greatest person on the history of the planet.
That is a different question. What I'm saying is, I just answered.
We're friends again.
I just answered what you just asked. But to answer this question, meaning more likely a blowout or a Pats win, I could see Seattle winning like 20 or more before I see the Patriots winning this game. That's what I'm saying.
20 is wild.
Listen to me.
20 is wild.
Good Lord, y'all. I'm saying I answered her question about what I believe the outcome is going to be. But in terms of what's more likely, I could see the Seattle Seahawks winning by a blowout more than I see the Pats winning this game because I don't have faith in New England's offense against this Seattle defense. I don't believe it.
I understand your perspective of that.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't see Mike Vrabel getting whooped like that. If you're talking a blowout, it's 20-plus points. If that's what a blowout is.
I'm saying more likely that or win. I'm saying a blowout by Seattle or a win by the Patriots. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Don't think there's any
I think
chance.
it's more. I think it's a better chance of Seattle blowing them out than New England. I'm not giving New England much of a chance to win this game.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like New England.
I'm not doing that.
See,
so RC, less than you because you're just crazy. But RC will actually have you there going like this. Damn, if I say this. You know, I mean, I'm gonna look evil, and you brought it up. We don't want to be disrespectful. The question is the question. Damn it, that's what it is.
Hold on. First, I want to say this too, though. Let's look at Seattle, who by far I agree has the better roster. They're the team I'm picking to win. In the games that this team had blowouts, they played quarterbacks like Matt Brosmer, right?
Yeah.
And then you saw them against the Carolina Panthers. It's professional football.
Right.
And a lot of times when you walk into a game with a quarterback that can play at an MVP level, that has played in the MVP level before, that competes like Drake May, a coach in Mike Vrabel who probably won't win Coach of the Year, but has won it before.
I think he might win.
I think he will win Coach of the Year
this year. Those dudes don't go into these games and allow their doors to get blown off. You
Too
don't
well
play
coached.
the way that
Situational
this team
football's
has,
too good.
you don't play the way this team has schematically, situationally, but also when you look at the moments that they've needed to step up, whether offensively or defensively, they found ways to win. I just don't see Seattle walking in, playing this team, and actually keeping them in a position where they can't win the game when they get
I think New England's defense too good to get smoked like that.
Okay, so you think it's more likely that the Pats win? Is that what you're saying?
Then a blowout.
Then a blowout.
I do.
Yes.
I agree.
I had this question, though. When did he get so much confidence in Sam Darnold to where he feels like
against the Rams? Against the Rams is when he got it.
When did that happen?
Am I right?
When did that happen?
That's against the
You're
Rams.
not even giving the Patriots a chance after.
I will absolutely answer that question at another date because you caught me off guard. And by the way, breaking news is getting a little hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
My thermal underwear is making me warm.